Hi everyone, and welcome to Lab 8 Chemical Reactions, where we will be studying double replacement reactions. Okay, in this experiment, we're going to be taking two indicated solutions and mixing them together in this little dish. To know which solutions you're going to be mixing, you're going to be looking at your experiment report to know the two types you're going to be mixing. So in this experiment, you deal with some heavy metals in some of the reactions. So I have a labeling system to know which circles have which heavy metals in them, which heavy metal ions. So in the first reaction, we're going to be using sodium chloride and potassium nitrate. So we're going to be putting 15 drops of each indicated solution in a little circle.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So Andre just put 15 drops of the sodium chloride in. So now it's time to put 15 drops of the potassium nitrate in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So in order to check to make sure we didn't miss any formation of a precipitate, we're going to check this against a black surface as well. So it's still clear we didn't miss anything. So when I say circles, I mean microbeakers, these little ones. So next we are going to be doing sodium chloride and silver nitrate. So we have silver nitrate and sodium chloride. And we're using the same process of 15 drops of each in each microbeaker. So he's adding the droplets of sodium chloride.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
And now for the 15 drops of silver nitrate.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Is in A2. So A2 silver nitrate. So I know that I'm going to have to put that stuff into the heavy metal waste because it has the silver in it. And we see the peacock is down in the back, you can't see it. So for trial 3 and A3, we're going to put sodium carbonate and hydrochloric acid together. So we have sodium carbonate and hydrochloric acid.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
And now adding the hydrochloric acid.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
And now we're going to test that against the black surface. Okay, so next in Microbeaker A4, we're going to do sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. We have those two here.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Now we add the hydrochloric acid.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So in this beaker, the one we're using right now, we don't really see much evidence, so we're going to test it against the black surface to make sure we're not missing anything. So right here, we're still not seeing any evidence, so we're going to test the temperature. So starting temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. And we're gonna note that we see, and we hear the peacock in the background, that the temperature is rising to 30 degrees Celsius from 15. So you get to decide whether or not this is a reaction. So now we're on to Microbeaker A5, which is barium chloride and sulfuric acid. And we have those two right here. Barium chloride and sulfuric acid. Enter Microbeaker A5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And he's adding the barium chloride.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So now it's time for the drops of sulfuric acid.
You guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So now that we see this, let's test it against the black background. This microbeaker. So now we're on to Microbeaker A6. So A all the way to the end. And that has sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid. And that's what we have here, sodium hydroxide. So we're going to add sodium hydroxide first. 15 drops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And now for the sulfuric acid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. So let's test this against the black background. This one. Since we're not seeing much evidence, we're going to also test the temperature of this one, starting at 15. And it looks like we're going up in temperature to a little past, so to around 35 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's the color of that. So you get to decide whether this is a reaction or not. So now we're on to Microbeaker B1, so B1. And that has copper sulfate and zinc nitrate. This also has copper in it, so it's one of the heavy metals that we're going to have to dispose of separately. So we have the copper sulfate and zinc nitrate. We're going to add 15 drops of each into B1.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
And now for the copper sulfate.
One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. So let's test this against the black surface as well. Ooh, this is better on the white one. So now we're on to Microbeaker B2. B2. Which has sodium carbonate and copper chloride. Which we have here. So now let's add 15 drops of each.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, now we add the sodium carbonate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So now let's test this against the black surface. Right here. This one. So now we're in Microbeaker B3. So B3. Which has copper sulfate and ammonium chloride. We have those two here. I'm gonna add 15 drops of each to B3.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So now for the ammonium chloride.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, let's test this against the black surface. It's not much better. But just in case, we're going to test the temperature to make sure what we have. So we start at 15 degrees Celsius, and if you look, it is staying there. No heat change. So now onto Microbeaker B4. B4, which has sodium hydroxide and silver nitrate. Which we have. And we're gonna have 15 drops of each, just like before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Now for the sodium hydroxide.
One,
Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So we don't need to really test this against the black surface, but here is what happened in that one. Now for Microbeaker B5. B5. Which has iron chloride and sodium hydroxide. Which we have. We're gonna do the same process as before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Now for the sodium hydroxide.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
And once again, since this is so dark, we don't need to test this against the black surface. So this is what happens for this reaction. So now for Microbeaker B6, the very last one, we're going to be using copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide, which we have. Same process as before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Now for the sodium hydroxide. There's the peacock in the background again. Maybe you'll see it one day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
That is what happens for this reaction. We're done with the experiment. We've gone through the list. I've put a check mark next to each one of the microbeakers that has a heavy metal in it that we need to dispose of in the heavy metal waste. So in order to get that out of here and into the waste, we're going to use a little dropper and pick up each one and put them in the waste. So first one is A2 because it has silver in it. So A2 right there. Dispose in the heavy metal waste. And do that with each one of the ones that I checked marked, which are A5, B1, B3, B4, B5, and B6. Use the same process. So we have an inorganic waste for the other reactions that we're going to put in. So use the same process that we use for the heavy metals and remove them and put them in. Ones. Now we're going to take DI water and put them in each one, and then use the same process of using a dropper and inserting them in the correct wastes.